Good morning. Stop it there. Can you hear that clunking noise? Stop it there and back again. And this is trim bush and back again. And keep doing that. Now I've taken the tender off to make sure it's not the tender, and you can hear that clunking. Now something you have to make sure with these type of Bachmann locomotives is they do not have a free rolling rear pony cart on the loco. You have to make sure that is on the track. Obviously I've made sure that it's on the track. You can stop the loco. Now I know what this is and I'm going to show you what it is and how to take it apart and diagnose it. Right, as I've said, the rear pony cart on here is not free flowing and we checked that was okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I believe is wrong with this. Pull it apart. Okay, what we've done is we've undone the two screws at the back and removed the body, and now we can take this off. And I can see exactly what the problem is straight away. Okay, well hopefully you can see the split in the wheel just there, see? Just in there. And that's what causes the clunking. Just a little split like that. And that's why the loco is clunking as it's going round the track. So fortunately you can get these from Bachmann, and I'll order another one. But that is the problem with it, and that's why it's clunking. So if you have one of these, or any locomotive clunking while it's going round the track and you can't see what's wrong with it, now bear in mind I could only spot this with this lamp I've got over it, this like a surgeon's magnifying glass, a huge thing. I'll zoom out now and I'll show you what it is. If I can zoom out, and that's what I'm using to see this. I could not see this split with my glasses, certainly not with the naked eye. It is so small. So there might be people taking locos apart and they can't see anything wrong with it. It is that smaller split which caused the loco to run as you saw. Anyway, I'm going to order a new part for it. Thank you. Right, the thing with Sir Walter Scott is it was part of a set with a loco. And what I did was I called Bachmann and we went through it. So if you've got a Sir Walter Scott with a problem, now you know that Sir Walter is an A1. So we go to A1. Chassis and powertrain, and the part number is E3255103,001. Swivel unit list 32561. Sir Walter Scott is not that model number, however this is the set that fits this loco if you have it. and they were very helpful at Bachmann. They spent their time because they realised it wasn't a normal model number, it was part of a set. So if you've got a model that's part of a set, give them a call and they will help you out, and their spare supply is absolutely excellent. But I say again, Sir Walter Scott, the drive wheels, if the drive cog is split, are E325510301. Right, before I start taking the wheels apart, and I've got the new wheels here, you've got to be aware of quartering, which is lining the wheels up correctly. So what I advise to do, and this is what I do, is I take pictures with my phone of the wheels on the loco, where they are and how they relate. That way it's easier to line up so I can see how they are. Now what I've got is, as you can see, the whole wheel set. So I need to undo this. I actually think I might need a smaller. That's it, that's fine. And this is where it getting this quartered right as well. And don't be afraid to take your time. There's no prizes for finishing first then last. When I did it before, that's fine. I can see here the way I've got them, they're running fine. So what I think I'm going to do on this one is I think I'm going to change the whole lot. So I've got to pull this off. How's this come off? There we go. Let's move that back. I'm just going to steady this. Now the thing you need to watch is, where is the cog in relation to the main driving wheel? That's what I'm looking at. And I think, looking at it, get the light on it, I'm sorry it's not the most clearest of videos, but it's more important to get this right, because as I said, there's no prizes for finishing first, then you end up being last. Getting those wheels in the right place is the most important part of this, big time. Now put these back in. And they look like they're quartered to me, and that to me looks okay. And they're going to be a bit springy, quite simply because, okay, can I have a couple of small screws please? So we'll start screwing this in a bit. Right, I've got a problem with how this runs, and what I've done, which is easier, is comparing it to another locomotive. And what I've got wrong is this arm here needs to be above and not below, and that's why it's not running right. So what I have to do is quite easy, is just undo this, loosen it and pull this round, and what it'll do is when I screw it down it will go into its slot. I'm going to have to do this so you can't see it, because I can't see it. So we're going to cut the camera now, and I'm going to screw this in and see how it runs. Okay, my hand's not in focus, but this should be, and hopefully we can see the split. If I can, there you go, you see I've got it in there, and there's the split, see? And that's what was causing the problem with our loco, and I've made it bigger now so you should be able to see it. There you go. Here is Sir Walter. Now we've fixed it. We're running it really slowly, and you can hear and stop and back again. That clunking noise it had has gone, and all it was a small split in the drive cog. And look at that, nice and slow. And back again please. And can we just speed it up a little bit? Don't go mad, just a little bit. And here we go. And you want to stop it please, and you can see a little bit faster. That's fine if you can stop it before you reverse it and then go back again. A little bit faster, and you can see that stop again, and you can see that horrible clonking sound has gone. And here we go again, and you can hear that sounds and runs really nicely. And what I'll do is I'll finish off with how it was before, so you can hear the difference, but you can see that runs so nice. I'm sorry I couldn't show you all the detail, but I'm more concerned with getting the loco running as it should than doing a video. But I hope you've got the general idea and you get what it's all about, and that runs absolutely fantastically. And as I say, the final chapter, you're going to see it before we fixed it. Thank you for watching. Stop it there. Can you hear that clunking noise? These type of Bachmann locomotives is they do not have a free rolling rear pony cart on the loco. You have to make sure that it's on the track. Obviously I've made sure that it's on the track. You can stop the loco.